Behind the calm exterior of every Sigma male lies a world of hidden fears. These independent and self-reliant men may seem uncheckable, but even they have their secret worries. What keeps a Sigma up at night? What lurking thoughts make their hearts race? You might be surprised. From the deeply personal to the unexpectedly mundane, these fears shape the Sigma's actions in ways you'd never guess. Whether you're a Sigma yourself or just curious about what makes them tick, get ready for some eye-opening revelations. Here are 6 things Sigma males fear the most but would never admit to your face. Number 1. Losing control of their emotions in public. Did you know that even the toughest looking guys can be afraid of something as simple as showing their feelings? It's true, especially for Sigma males. These are the men who always seem cool and collected, but they have a big secret. They're terrified of losing control of their emotions in public. Imagine a Sigma having a meltdown in front of coworkers, friends, or family. It's not just embarrassing, it's completely out of character for them. Their fear of being vulnerable in front of others often leads them to bottle up their emotions, even when they desperately want to express them. This tendency may seem stoic or cold, but it's simply a defense mechanism to protect themselves from feeling exposed or judged. For Sigma males, showing strong emotions is like revealing their belly to evolve. They believe it makes them look weak, and that's the last thing they want. They've spent years cultivating an image of toughness and independence, and they don't want to ruin it by letting their guard down. Crying, yelling, or even laughing too hard in public can make them feel like they're losing control, and that's a scary thought. This fear isn't just about looking foolish, it runs deeper. They believe that if people see their true feelings, they might use them as a weapon. It's like giving someone the password to your deepest secrets. To avoid this, Sigmas go to great lengths. They might spend hours rehearsing conversations in their heads to maintain a tight lid on their emotions, or they may avoid certain situations altogether to prevent emotional outbursts. All this emotional control comes at a cost. It's like trying to hold in a sneeze. It might work for a while, but eventually, it's going to come out, especially if someone or something pushes the wrong button. While Sigma males may seem emotionally uncheckable on the outside, don't be surprised if they let out a rare burst of emotion when pushed too far. They typically give people more than one chance, but if you blow it, expect some harsh truths and a swift exit. This fear reflects how much Sigma males care about staying in control. They want to be strong and capable at all times, even when it's not always possible. Number 2. Opening up to others only to be let down. Trust is hard to build and easy to break. Sigma males know this all too well. They're afraid of getting close to people only to end up hurt. Many think Sigmas don't want close friends or relationships, but that's not true. They can form deep bonds, but it takes time and trust building, and even then, they remain cautious. Sigma males invest a lot in the few relationships they have, so when things go wrong, it cuts deep. Being let down by someone close shakes a Sigma to their core. It's not just sad, it feels like their whole worldview has been shattered. This fear often stems from past experiences. Maybe a friend betrayed them, or a partner was unfaithful. These wounds take a long time to heal, making them hesitant to open up again. That's why they often put up walls, testing people before letting them in as a way to protect themselves from future pain. For Sigmas, relationships are a delicate balance of trust and caution, and the fear of betrayal keeps them from fully opening up to most people. Number 3. Failing to reach their full potential. Have you ever felt like you're not living up to your true capabilities? For Sigma males, this isn't just a passing thought, it's a deeply rooted fear that keeps them up at night. Known for their drive and ambition, Sigmas set high standards for themselves and have big dreams. But with lofty goals comes the nagging worrying. What if they never reach their full potential? This fear isn't about impressing others. It's personal. Sigmas measure themselves against their own ideals, not society's expectations. They're haunted by the thought of looking back on their lives and seeing missed opportunities or unfulfilled potential. They may dream of starting their own business or pursuing a passion, but something holds them back, perhaps fear of failure or the comfort of their current situation. This fear can drive them to constantly improve and push their limits, but it can also lead to burnout and perfectionism. Sigmas might hesitate to commit to one path, jumping from job to job or hobby to hobby, always worried they're missing out on something better. As they grow older, this fear often intensifies, making them more critical of their achievements compared to where they think they should be. Number 4. being manipulated or controlled without realizing it. Have you ever wondered why some guys seem super cautious about everything? For Sigma males, it's often because they fear being secretly controlled. Think of a puppet show. The puppets move and dance, but someone else is pulling the strings. That's what Sigmas fear most, being manipulated without realizing it. Sigma males are independent thinkers, so the idea of someone influencing their thoughts or actions without their knowledge is terrifying. This isn't just about obvious manipulation. It extends to subtle influences like societal expectations or clever marketing. Sigmas question everything, researching before making decisions to avoid hidden agendas. This caution can sometimes make them seem paranoid, but it's their way of being careful. Ironically, this fear makes Sigma males excellent at reading people. They've spent so much time analyzing intentions that they can quickly spot manipulation. However, it can also make them seem overly skeptical and cynical. Number 5. Being unable to protect those they care about. Sigma males may not always show it, but they care deeply about the people they love. They are seen as self-reliant and capable, the ones others turn to in times of crisis. But beneath that exterior lies a profound fear, being unable to protect their loved ones. This fear goes beyond physical protection. It includes emotional, financial, and even spiritual well-being. Sigmas feel a deep sense of responsibility toward the few people they're close to, and the idea of failing in that duty is gut-wrenching. Ironically, their intensity in trying to protect others can sometimes push those very people away, as it may come off as overbearing or lacking faith in others' abilities. Number 6. Being forced into the spotlight. Sigma males typically prefer to operate behind the scenes. They are the masterminds, the quiet achievers who make things happen without fanfare. But in a world that values extroversion and self-promotion, they often face the uncomfortable possibility of being thrust into the spotlight. This fear goes beyond stage fright. It's about losing control of their privacy and narrative. Being in the spotlight makes them feel exposed, vulnerable to judgment, and misunderstood. This fear can hold them back from sharing their ideas or showcasing their talents, even if it limits their potential. Ironically, their desire to avoid attention can sometimes make them more intriguing, attracting the very spotlight they're trying to escape. For Sigmas, being in the spotlight can feel like a violation of their personal space and autonomy, making them retreat even further into the background. But sometimes, making a real impact means stepping out of the shadows, even if it's terrifying. If you found these insights helpful, feel free to leave a comment. If you're unsure about what to say, simply write "done" to let us know you watched until the end. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we invite you to subscribe now and become part of our channel. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.